The ground in South Texas trembled beneath the weight of anticipation as Starship, the largest and most powerful rocket ever constructed, stood tall and silent at Starbase. The early morning air was thick with tension, every eye fixed on the gleaming silver giant poised for its next historic leap. After months of anticipation, technical challenges, and countless setbacks, this was finally Flight 10, a test not just of engineering but of hope, ambition, and the relentless human spirit that refuses to quit. The countdown began. 3, 2, 1. Each number echoed in the hearts of those watching, both at the site and around the world. Suddenly, 33 Raptor engines roared to life, unleashing a thunderous, earth-shaking sound and a blinding pillar of fire that lit up the dawn. The ground vibrated as raw power surged through the rocket. The rocket lifted off, slowly at first, straining against gravity's grip, then gathering speed as it soared skyward, defying the very force that holds us to Earth. Onlookers watched, breathless and wide-eyed, as Starship climbed higher, a living symbol of human curiosity, determination, and the dream to explore beyond our world. Every previous failure, every explosion and setback had taught hard lessons. This time, the world held its breath, hoping that those lessons would lead to triumph. The rocket cleared the tower in mere seconds, its ascent smooth, powerful, and controlled, a testament to the relentless work of thousands of engineers and dreamers. The engines blazed orange-white, pushing the massive vehicle ever higher, carving a fiery path through the morning sky toward the edge of space. This was more than just a launch, it was a promise, a declaration that humanity would not give up on reaching the stars, no matter the obstacles. Starship soared higher and higher, leaving behind a trail of white smoke, a beacon of ambition, hope, and the unyielding desire to explore the unknown. The most difficult parts of the mission were still ahead: booster separation, the return to Earth, and Starship's own journey through the void. Each step would test the limits of technology and courage, but for now, the launch was flawless, a powerful, awe-inspiring start to a day that could forever change the future of space travel and our place in the universe. Across the globe, millions watched, united in anticipation and wonder. The dream was alive, and for a moment, humanity looked up together, reaching for the stars. What is Starship? At first glance, it's a massive rocket standing tall on the launch pad, but it represents so much more than just a machine. It's a symbol of human ambition, a testament to our desire to reach beyond the boundaries of our world. SpaceX's next-generation fully reusable rocket, designed to make space travel as routine as flying an airplane. Imagine a future where journeys to space are as common as commercial flights, opening up the cosmos to exploration, science, and even tourism. The system has two parts, each playing a crucial role in the mission's success. The first is the Super Heavy booster, a powerful stage that lifts Starship out of Earth's atmosphere with a thunderous roar, providing the initial push needed to escape gravity's grip. Then comes the Starship spacecraft itself, designed to carry people and cargo not just to orbit, but to the Moon, Mars, and even further into the solar system. Its versatility is unmatched. The ultimate goal? To make life multi-planetary, ensuring humanity's survival and opening new frontiers for generations to come. Elon Musk envisions a thriving city on Mars, a place where humans can live, work, and build a new chapter in our story. Starship's massive capacity, over 100 tons per flight, makes this vision possible, allowing us to transport everything from habitats to scientific equipment and eventually people. But before we can reach those distant worlds, Starship must prove itself, demonstrating it can fly safely, reliably, and repeatedly. Test flights are the stepping stones to that future, each one a critical experiment pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The journey has been anything but easy, filled with rapid, unscheduled disassemblies, or in simpler terms, spectacular explosions that light up the sky. Flights 7 and 8 ended in failure, engine issues, loss of control, vehicles destroyed in dramatic fashion. Each crash was a stark reminder of the risks involved, but every setback was a lesson, not a defeat. Engineers pored over the data, searching for answers and solutions. They learned, improved, and pressed on. Flight 9 brought hope, a flawless launch, clean stage separation, and a soft booster splashdown, proving that recovery and reuse are within reach. Yet the Starship upper stage failed to relight its engines and was lost, showing that challenges remain. Still, the team's resilience never wavered. Their determination only grew stronger with each attempt. Every failure brought new data, new insights, and new solutions. Each test flight, whether a success or a setback, moved the project forward. The story of Starship is about persistence, about never giving up no matter how many times things go wrong. Each test, each explosion is a step closer to Mars, a necessary part of the journey to something greater. The world watches not just for the rocket, but for the spirit behind it, the relentless drive to achieve the impossible. Starship's journey is a testament to human grit, creativity, and the refusal to accept limits. We keep trying because the dream is worth every risk, every setback, and every sleepless night. And with every flight, every lesson learned, we get one step closer to making that dream a reality. After Flight 9's disappointment, the pressure was on for Flight 10. NASA was watching. Starship is their pick for landing astronauts on the moon. Failure would mean delays for America's return to the lunar surface. Engineers worked around the clock, analyzing every detail from past flights. They redesigned the engine relight system and improved the heat shield for re-entry. The Super Heavy booster's return was refined for more precision. Software updates aimed for pinpoint control of the massive rocket. Every fix brought Starship closer to full reusability, the key to affordable space access. Static fire tests and ground checks built confidence. The atmosphere at Starbase was tense but hopeful. Everything was riding on this flight. Flight 10 was the chance to prove Starship could open the final frontier. Preparing Starship for launch is a massive undertaking. The rocket was moved from the high bay to the pad, lifted by Mechazilla's giant arms. Delays were frequent, weather, technical glitches, and safety checks. Every sensor and valve had to be perfect. Safety was paramount. The FAA's launch license was the final hurdle, requiring proof that past issues were fixed. Weeks of anticipation built up as SpaceX and the FAA worked through every detail. Finally, the weather cleared, technical checks were green, and approval was granted. The launch date, September 6, 2025. The night before, teams loaded super-chilled methane and oxygen into the rocket. Starbase buzzed with activity and hope. The world was ready to watch. This was the moment Starship would attempt its full mission. Dawn broke over the Texas coast, painting the sky in soft hues as Starship stood tall, fueled, and ready for its historic flight. The anticipation was palpable, with engineers and spectators alike holding their breath for what was to come. In the final countdown, advanced computers took over, running thousands of checks per second. Every system, every valve, every sensor was scrutinized, ensuring that nothing was left to chance as the clock ticked down. At T-1 minute, the water deluge system roared to life, flooding the pad with torrents of water to shield it from the engine's fury. This crucial step protected both the rocket and the ground crew from the intense heat and vibration. Engines ignited in a precise sequence, fire and thunder erupting beneath the rocket. The ground shook as Starship's mighty engines came alive, signaling the start of a new journey. Liftoff. Starship cleared the tower, climbing steadily into the morning sky. The rocket's ascent was a testament to years of innovation and relentless testing. Mission control was laser-focused, tracking every data point, every fluctuation, ensuring the mission stayed on course. The tension in the room was matched only by the excitement. The ascent was flawless, the rocket following its meticulously planned path. Each second brought Starship closer to the edge of space, with all eyes glued to the screens. 3 minutes into flight, hot staging. The Starship's second stage engines ignited while still attached to the booster, a daring maneuver that required perfect timing and engineering precision. Separation was clean. Both vehicles continued their journeys. The booster began its descent while Starship pressed onward, undeterred. The booster flipped for its return, executing a controlled maneuver back toward Earth, while Starship accelerated toward the blackness of space, engines blazing. This complex maneuver had failed before, but now it worked perfectly. Cheers erupted in mission control as the team witnessed a flawless execution, a milestone for reusable rocketry. The world watched in awe as engineering and ambition met in the sky. From living rooms to launch sites, millions celebrated this leap forward in space exploration. Starship was on its way to orbit, soaring above the clouds and into the unknown, carrying with it the hopes of a new era in human spaceflight. The mission was unfolding exactly as planned, every milestone checked off, every system performing nominally. Confidence grew with each passing moment. A new chapter in spaceflight had begun, promising new possibilities and inspiring generations to look up and dream bigger than ever before. With booster and ship separated, each had a critical job. The Super Heavy booster performed engine burns, steering with grid fins, and executed a soft splashdown in the Gulf. Mission control erupted in cheers. Meanwhile, Starship coasted in space. The team tested the payload bay door, opening and closing it smoothly, revealing Starlink simulators. Next, the crucial in-space engine relight, a first for Starship. The command was sent, the engine ignited perfectly in the vacuum. This was a monumental achievement, proving Starship could maneuver in orbit and beyond. Each test was a step toward deep space missions. The mission was hitting every note. Starship was proving itself, one milestone at a time. The dream of Mars felt closer than ever. Flight 10 was a day of firsts. Both booster and Starship completed their full flight profiles and splashdowns. The booster's precise landing was a leap toward catching it with the launch tower. Starship's splashdown after surviving re-entry was an even bigger victory. The successful in-space engine relight unlocked deep space missions. NASA now had proof Starship could handle Artemis moon landings. The payload bay door test showed Starship could deliver cargo and satellites. The re-entry was stunning. Heat shield tiles glowing, flaps steering, the ship stable all the way down. Previous flights lost control here. This time the design worked. Starship's belly flop maneuver was proven. The dream of reusable, reliable spaceflight was now reality. The future had arrived. Flight 10's successes are building blocks for a new era. NASA's Artemis program now looks more achievable. Starship's key systems are proven. The path to Mars is clearer, reliable, reusable. Heavy-lift rockets are now real. Full and rapid reusability is the game changer. Most rockets are thrown away after one use. Starship aims to change that forever. Lower costs mean more missions. Moon, Mars, science, even tourism. Flight 10 proved the core elements work booster and ship can return safely. The next step landings on solid ground, ready to fly again. SpaceX is building a highway to the heavens, rockets treated like airplanes, not disposable machines. This flight paved a crucial section of that road. The future of space is closer than ever. The dream is becoming reality. The sky is no longer the limit. Flight 10's success is just the beginning. SpaceX is already analyzing data, preparing for Flights 11 and beyond. The next goals: catch the booster with Mechazilla, land Starship on solid ground. Rapid reusability will revolutionize space access. Soon, launches could happen weekly, or even daily. This is about more than technology, it's about inspiration. Starship's journey reminds us what's possible when we refuse to give up. It inspires a new generation to dream bigger. The path to the stars is real and the journey has just begun. Flight 10 turned bold dreams into proven reality. The future is something we build, one launch at a time. The adventure continues.